We're going to start with one of my favorite topics, wine. I don't know if you've ever felt intimidated walking into a wine store or lost when you're searching for wine online, but we're going to make it easy for you to get great deals on terrific foreign wines for under $10 a bottle. Joining us now is the wine chick, Liza Zimmerman. Hey, Liza, welcome.
Great to be here.
Thank you. I love your nickname, the wine chick. Now, how did you become the wine chick?
Well, I really fell in love with food and wine when I lived in Italy for 4 years and realized that people worked in food and wine and made a living out of it. So I came back to New York, where I grew up, to become a magazine editor and kind of segued from food into wine and started my own company, the Liza the Wine Chick, out here about 2 years ago, doing cocktail and wine writing, and also get corporate events and educating. And it
so
just seemed
you
like the
earned
right
that
name.
title. You didn't just give yourself a nickname. You are the wine chick.
I did a very geeky 3-year wine program out of the UK, so I have formal credentials too, but I like the vibe of the word chick.
Well, let's try to take that intimidation factor out of wine. For so many people walk into, even people who have a good knowledge of wine, look at all the selections and they're just lost. So how do you get over that intimidation factor?
I think you have to find a good retailer, and people shouldn't be afraid to go to a freestanding retail shop. Go in, get familiar with what you like, and learn to describe it. Is it a fruity wine, a dry wine? Find a clerk and make friends with them and say, hey, would you put together a case of wine under 10, under 20 of wines like this? And it's a great way to experiment and to try different things.
That's fine, because I always walk in, I try to act like I know something, like I'm smart. I'm like, yeah, I think I would like something red today. and I really don't know what I want. I have no idea.
You should say, Spencer sent me. You talked about under 10 or $20 a bottle. Can you really find good wine out there for under $10 a bottle?
Well, we're going to start with 6 fabulous ones today, but there's a glut of juice on the market, and there's some fabulous wines out there to be had. I think of them as Tuesday night wines, pizza wines, and they're really fantastic.
Okay.
Well, I want to hear
take a
about
look
these.
at them? Yeah, absolutely.
What have you brought with you today?
So I have 6 wines here today. Actually, 3 of them are from Chile, because Chile is a super great emerging value wine region. Jess Jackson once said Chile is like California upside down, because it's a long, skinny country that produces a lot of very different grape varietals.
For viewers who don't know, by the way, Jess Jackson is one of the biggest names in wine producing in Napa and Sonoma in California.
Yeah, huge, iconic guy.
Exactly.
Then,
so let's go on. I'm sorry.
I also brought a wine from South Africa, which is one of my favorite growing regions. It's the oldest growing region in the New World. They've been producing wine since the 1500s, and it's a Pinotage Cabernet blend. Pinotage is a grape that's indigenous to South Africa. Then I brought a Nero d'Avola, which we're going to taste actually, which is the great red grape of Sicily, the island that's in southern Italy. And then
the very end over there.
And the last wine is an Australian wine called Rolling, and it's a Merlot Cabernet blend, and it's just a very nice, well-balanced wine.
Okay, well, I think we should get down to some tasting
here. Yes, absolutely.
You've got some wines.
Well, let's start. This is the Nero d'Avola from Food Arancio.
Okay, this is from Sicily, Italy.
Practice. Do you want to try?
Nero d'Avola.
Nero d'Avola.
No, Nero d'Avola.
Yeah.
Nero d'Avola.
Sicily.
From Sicily.
It's a Arancio. What does that say?
Food Arancio is the name of the producer, and then Nero d'Avola is the grape.
All right, now
kind of hard to say, but
it's fruity.
This is it's got a great nose on it. Now this is a $10 bottle of wine.
This is an $8.99.
$8.99.
Your glasses are heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it easy to find this wine in wine stores?
Sometimes you have to special order things. Actually, my retail partner, the Jug Shop on Pacific Avenue, will be carrying all these wines this week.
Good. Okay, cool.
And we're going to have a special View from the Bay section. So if viewers want to go out and buy them and find them, they can.
I like this. It's got it's a lot of fruit in it, right?
That's good.
That's a good thing. Am I right?
Of fruit. You get that right away.
Oh, I like that. The aftertaste is good too.
There you go. Now you sound like a wine snob. There you go. Now, what foods would you recommend having this with?
I think this is really a food wine. It's got a lot of acidity. It's a strong, big wine. I pair it with hearty foods, big red sauces, things Italian in inspiration. Sicily in general, and this grape in particular, offer really, really great values.
And even though it's a big hearty wine, it's also smooth. You like it, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right, what's the second wine? Let's move this one over here.
So we're bopping into Chile here. So this is the Vieux Manet. It's a Malbec from Chile. Thank you.
Okay.
Malbec is the name of the grape variety.
The Malbec is the grape, which is traditionally known for being from Argentina. So it's interesting that this is a Chilean one. This is the least expensive wine of the lineup at $6.99, and I think it's absolutely dynamite. Yeah.
This is more, what do you call that? Not oaky, is that the word I'm looking for? Where it just sits in your mouth a little bit longer?
In a good or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay.
So it kind of reminds me of a Cabernet. Is Malbec Cabernet related?
Well,
Are
the funny
they
thing
related?
is, Malbec is close to Cabernet because in Bordeaux, Malbec is often blended with Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot and the red Bordeaux wines.
It's a very ancient grape that dates back and traces back to Bordeaux,
See, I
so
know
there
what
is a
I'm
Good
relationship.
call. That's a good call for the novice here. Yeah.
Some events coming up.
What foods would you recommend having this with?
Again, I think this is kind of smoky, big foods. I'd go with meat. Malbec is a great steak,
Okay.
big bloody hunks of meat kind of wine.
And quickly, tell us about your events coming up.
I have 2 great events coming up. The first is at the Sports Basement on February 5th, which I'm doing with Annie Gleason, who's the dating coach for the Examiner. By the way, I'm the wine and spirits writer for theexaminer.com, have a bunch of other print columns in addition to my corporate consulting, and we're doing a romance event. So I'm doing some sexy wines for Valentine's Day. She's going to do some dating coaching. And then I have one at the Commonwealth Club, which will be another sort of insider's peek at value wines. That's February 13th.
Thanks,
Fantastic.
Liza.
And all
thank
this
you.
will be on our website, by the way, along with the wines that Liza brought with her. Thank you so much. You are the wine chick.
You're welcome.
You are the wine
We
chick.
got some great wines now to go with our food. This is a great deal. It's a dish that takes under 20 minutes to make. It costs less than $20 for 4 servings. It's shrimp with green beans and Thai red curry sauce. Rhea Sim from Twig Studio in Danville shares a delicious recipe she's teaching her son to make as he prepares for college.